Welcome back to Front Seat Driver. My name is Jason. In today's video, I want to talk to you about how I came to the decision to buy a Corvette, why I bought the Corvette, and the year and a half since I came to own it. I remember being a kid riding bikes around town and seeing a brand new Corvette speeding by, and the excitement that we felt was incredible. My first love was the C3. The 1978 Indy pace car. It had the most beautiful lines and curves of any American car on the road, in my opinion. I still appreciate that car to this day. A few years later, the C4 was being produced, and I remember seeing a forest green one driving around town, and I knew one day I wanted to own one. Unfortunately, as the years went on, my interests and priorities moved away from sports cars. That is until last year when I was looking to buy another family vehicle. We had looked at some Silverados, Tahoes, Yukons, etc. Man, they were all very expensive, and for what? To serve the same purpose as our other cars? So that's when I decided it was time to buy a car that would be fun. A sports car. You know, I expected some blowback from my wife and kids, but they were actually up for it as well. So I started the process of looking, and looking, and looking. You know, I looked so much and my wife thought I wasn't really going to go through with it. Then one day I was getting an oil change in my truck and I saw the car that was going to be the one I was going to buy. It was a 2017 Corvette Grand Sport Collector Edition with tension blue interior. I immediately bought it. Not really. I usually take forever to make decisions, but I rarely regret them once I do. But I do take quite some time to actually, make my decision on what I want to buy. So over the next couple of months, I looked at different cars, mostly Corvettes, but I was strongly considering a black Porsche Cayman. I ran it by my son, and he was like, it looks kind of boring compared to, to the Corvette. But he's like, whatever, it's your money. I couldn't really argue with him. The Corvette just looked so aggressive and mean, so that's when I made the decision to buy the Corvette. So I immediately went out the next day and bought that Corvette, right? Of course not. Not me. I always have to keep looking, so I looked, and I looked again. I looked at a silver Corvette that I loved. It was used, it had 1,500 miles and was priced just right. But I had to keep looking, so I went to a Chevy dealer and I looked at a white Corvette with red interior. I really liked it, and it was also quite a bit less than the collector edition that I loved. Unfortunately, it felt a little bland inside. It didn't have the diamond stitch pattern ceiling. It didn't have microfiber suede, carbon fiber dash, and a lot of the other really nice options that the collector edition has. But as a cheap person would have it, I was stuck between getting what I want and getting the cheaper car. And then the salesman told me, you're already spending a ton of money on a car. You might as well get the car you want. I really respected his opinion because it would have been a sale for him to get me to go with the cheaper car, but his point was dead on, and so I just agreed he was absolutely right. So to make this long story short, there was a lot of negotiation with different dealers. I ended up finally getting the actual Corvette that I saw on the showroom floor the day I was getting my oil changed. So here's some video of me actually driving it off the showroom floor.
Right.
I've had this Corvette for almost a year and a half now, and I can honestly say it's been a lot of fun. It's been more than just a car. I've had an opportunity to meet so many great people as a result of owning this car. The Corvette community is like none that I've ever experienced before. I've made so many good friends, including many other newer YouTubers. I have links to those guys down in the description. Go check them out if you haven't already. And I just want to say thank you to the subscribers of my channel and everyone that watches these videos, and getting to know you guys is part of the great experience of owning this car. Now let's take a look back at the fun and experiences of the last year and a half.